lot of
So
thinking.
if you
It's
guys
not just a
permit
plot of
me,
listening.
there's one three-word what you call sentence that's coming to my mind, and that is abbreviated as OTT, which has a technical meaning, of course. But you have really written dialogues which are over the top, which means
Yeah,
to
but
each
that's the other thing.
person, it's a
You know me.
different perspective it throws. So it's really over the top, as they say. So it's a wonderful concept, and I'm just wondering how, Taufeeq bhai, you have managed the technicalities of it so that each one is heard properly. And why Nisar can tell us how he feels on the stage with respect to the other actors present in terms of their personality rather than actual,
Sure.
person
Iqtedar,
as he knows them.
yeah,
So
the answer to that would be slightly long and technical as well.
I
So I'm
understand.
happy to short it down depending upon how much time we have. I
No,
believe
go
I've
for
already
it.
taken like 30 minutes.
We have time. It's all right.
Okay. So what I would say is that firstly, I would have to take all the technicalities and all the books of how theater is done and keep it aside. Because firstly, it is an unconventional play. And for the longest time, I purely pulled 80% of the play based on the fact that the actors were trusting in what I was doing. And once I knew that the actors have trusted enough the entire script, and that's when I ended up adding the technicalities of it. The technicalities are mere similar. It's more about grabbing the attention and then speaking, which usually does not happen in theater. Theater is something about has to go free flow, and it should look seamless. But I have broken that rule of seamless and kind of made an abrupt change so that the audience's attention head towards the character before they start speaking. And that way, within the 8 characters, there is no confusion about who's speaking. Who they are speaking to is something which I've chosen not to spoon feed the audience about it. That's another one thing which Virat and I connect very closely on, is that we do not like spoon feeding our audience. We trust our audience to be a modern audience which understands how to interpret theater, and respecting that interpretation and the capacity of interpretation. We've left it to the audience interpretation where that dialogues are referred to. So that part I've kind of left it open. The dialogue could be addressed to the family member that they're speaking to. It could be family member on the opposite side of the stage, or it could be a dialogue which was addressed directly to the audience. And that is a choice that the audience would have to make. And no interpretation would be a wrong interpretation there.
So getting back to Nisar bhai, now on the one hand, Nisar bhai, this is very easy because you could easily start up a new dialogue on your own, and nobody would ever know except for the director and writer, of course, Taufeeq bhai and Virat. And the other one is, in acting, there are certain protocols that, if you are using, facing somebody, then you must, if you're right-handed, you must use your right hand for some gestures, and your eyes movement should be directed at them and so on. Those are the protocols of acting. So how did you find that? Was that very easy, or you found it a bit confusing? Please talk to us about it in terms of the other actors that you have to deal with on the stage.
First of all, no liberty with X tempo because of the 10 minutes limit. I cannot add anything to it, but actually it is, and it's a very good script. So anyway, I don't need to add to it. And all other characters, they are all like, they are big actors, except for 1 or 2. They all have done a lot of plays. So there is not much I could say about them because they are too good. There is always action and reaction. When you say something, there is reaction from other person. So it also gives you more option to play your part with ease. So that's what I can say. They are all very good. So it is a good combination of the team.
Yeah, just carrying on that. So it wouldn't have been very difficult for you to memorize this short play, but do you follow that, or do you expect, like, I mean, when you are acting, you have to memorize the prior speaker and the post speaker, both their dialogue.
No,
So do you have to memorize everything?
fortunately for me, like I start the play, so start from me, so I don't have to go for someone else's cue.
Mm-hmm.
And the next, when I start my another dialogue, I know where the cue is. The third is the same, so I don't have to memorize the whole play as such.
Oh, that
But
sounds good.
yeah, but listening and watching, I know what is coming next, so that's not hard. Yeah.
So that's what Bhai Taufeeq says, that there is a lot of freedom there of
Yeah.
acting and reacting
Yeah.
to the dialogue. Wonderful, wonderful. Was that deliberate moving away from camera by Taufeeq, or what?
No, I think something must have come up.
Something must have gone wrong. Anyway, so yeah, back. You're back, Bhai Taufeeq. Wonderful.
I do apologize for that. It's just, yeah.
It's all right. So we did manage to extract out of by Nisar as to the tricks that you guys have used. So it makes.
No, I did not say much.
No,
Sorry.
I did not say much.
this is why nobody trusts the media, Iqtedar bhai. You all
You're acting
I know, you were
as
trying
if you are on stage right now.
Iqtedar bhai, I can trust my cast enough that they can talk a lot but say nothing.
Well, that's the beauty of writing something which is you leaving to the imagination of the audience, and that the kudos goes to both you and Virat by Taufeeq. So this is good. So that means that could I just ask by Taufeeq that, if there are 6 more people here, or let's say 7 more besides by Nisar, because you two are not acting, Virat and Taufeeq, so they would say the same thing, would they?
It depends upon what part or what are you asking them, because as Nisar bhai said, that all of the cast luckily have a very strong attachment to theatre irrespective of their experiences. So they respect the format and they respect the medium in which that story is being told. So when it comes to Nisar bhai's counterpart, Darren Nichols, he was my co-actor when I had done Hamlet last year. And a brilliant actor, I'd say, the least. I mean, sometimes I actually feel bad that I'm not able to direct him enough, because there is nothing to direct, because he just comes in and just blows the stage over. And sometimes I feel, okay, fine, if I have one actor, it might end up overpowering the other, but it turns out to be that when Nisar bhai and Darren are both coming in and saying their dialogues, they just look like, as Virat mentioned, it's a seamless dialogue within itself, because they pick up right where the other person lives. And I mean, there's one actor who has an Indian theater background and the other one who has a Western theater background, to come and see the marriage like that is just fascinating for me to see as a director. So at most, I actually find myself fortunate that I've had the caliber of actors like him. And then we've got Suman and Laura, who share a very similar story. And when Laura walks on stage, it looks like she means business. And quite the contrary of Suman, when she walks on stage, you just want to go and hug her tight. It's like, I'm there for you, don't worry about it. And as much as we realize that she doesn't need that, because her hesitation is not out of fear, it is hesitation out of the restriction that she has put on herself as well. It's a choice as an actor, which is a brilliant thing again. When it comes to my younger female cast, which is Kate and Julia, I've had the fortune of working with both of them in the past. Kate has been my co-actor in Genesian Theatre, where we did Passage to India, which was originally written by E.M. Foster, which we also have a movie around it, and then it was adapted in a play recently. She had probably one of the least dialogues in the entire play, but oh boy, when she takes that stage, you have a jaw-dropping moment. So when she said yes to playing the role that she's playing here, I found myself extremely delighted that she was able to do it. And she's been delivering every dialogue on point. And Julia, as much as she comes from an Italian background, She has had the experience of playing an Indian character, or not, I beg your pardon, it's not an Indian character, but a girlfriend to an Indian boy, even in the previous production that we had done, in which she had danced to the tunes of the great Gulzar Saab lyrics when it comes to Veer Zara. That's the song she's done, and she's done so brilliantly well. And then lastly, and not certainly at least, I've got two really new actors, Austin as well as Kashyap Acharya. Kashyap Acharya comes from a background of theatre from Bombay. He's acted in Prithvi as a young artist, and Austin has recently migrated from Brisbane. So they are fresh off the boat, if I may use that particular term. And the amount of dedication that I see from these actors, that if I call them at 8:30 in the morning, they're there. If I've asked them to stay until 11 at night, they're still there. And it's not, and they don't find it imposed. At least I hope they don't, but they don't. That's what I believe. All in all, when I have to encapsulate all them, the characters that you saw all brilliantly come up onto the stage was all designed and conceptualized by a good friend called Kamal Khajuria. And he came up with the concept. And the one thing that I did do was that I gave all of my cast and the crew the creative liberty to interpret the work the way they like, instead of imposing the version that Virat and I have conceptualized. And they have brought some beautiful flavor. I mean, the red that you saw in the poster was never a part of the original concept. It was black, white, and gray. But Kamal came up with this one line saying that by end of the day, we share the same blood. So why go with gray? Why don't go with red? I said, well, I have no arguments on that. If you beat me, my logic, you've beaten me. That's as simple as that. And which is why it came through. So similarly, when we designed the play, there was never a problem with regards to what we are heading out to. But once the play was completed and we were trying to do captions, Virat came up, how about we just call it sexism on the dinner table? I said, well, I can't find a better way to actually explain the play in a more compact version. So we actually are leading with that tagline that Two Parties One Story is essentially a dinner table conversation about sexism.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, it's really great to have been talking to you guys, and I'm really amazed at how nicely you folks have kept the storyline totally under suspense, and it is a wonderful idea. And so for that, I'll just request, starting from Virat, a few words to the current audience and also the would-be audience as to why should they come and see the play. And the same thing goes for by Nisar and Taufeeq. And please, Taufeeq, please explain the details of when and where and how people can get the tickets and all that. So let me hand over to Virat for his comments as to why he thinks people should see it and when would be the best way to go about it.
Yeah. So why you should come and see it? I think, firstly, it's a play about sexism, which is a very live topic. It's a cross-cultural, no matter whether you are an Australian, of an Australian background, Indian background, any cultural background, sexism is a live topic which we all face. But it's also something which I feel it's being dealt with in a manner which is very accessible. We're not trying to preach. We're not trying to give a message. There is a message in there, but the message is delivered in a very dramatic way. It is very entertaining. So we've tried to make it a play first, the message second. It's not a play because of the message. Wonderful. It is a play which happens to have a message. Yes. Right. But very much, it is still very much about an entertaining play. You come, you'll have a jolly good time. You will see it's a very dramatic play. There's a lot happening. So there'll never be a dull moment. People will have outbursts. People will have whatever. So it is basically like your own family. If you have a large extended family and they sit down for a dinner, there are people who have odd conversations. There are people you don't like. There are people you like. We're all on the same table and there's awkwardness around it. So if you see this play, I hope you're reminded of your own family for good and bad reasons. There are both of them there because there will be some uncomfortable reasons because of which you'll be reminded, oh, these are the things why I don't like my family. And these are the things why I actually like my family. So you'll be reminded of both things. And which is why I think this play it's about you. It's not about me. It's not about everything else. It's about you and it's your family, essentially. And we hope it's only there for 5 shows. So 5 shows only. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 25th, 26th, and 27th of November. 25th and 26th, Thursday and Friday, we have a 7:30 p.m. evening show. And the Saturday, we're doing 3 shows back to back, 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. So I think we're all going all out, but I hope you come in, you watch it, and you have something to talk about. I can guarantee you, you will come out and you will be talking about it because it'll be about something about it will connect with you.
Wonderful, wonderful, great. Already the hopes are high as far as I'm concerned in terms of
Taufeeq, I think I'll leave
enlightening
you to
myself.
tell us about how we can get tickets and where do we
Yeah,
get them.
and
I'd like
Nisar,
Nisar bhai to continue.
Nisar
on the
bhai,
topic.
your comments on why?
Yeah, I don't have much to say. Everything has been told by Virat. I would say, like, if you come, you will see a wonderfully written play and designed and directed by Taufeeq, and then all the actors have tried to do justice. They will try to do justice to the characters they are going to play. That's all. So
Great.
I would love for you guys to come and watch.
By Taufeeq, your parting comments, and this is where
Sure,
we will
sir.
end this program.
Shukriya, shukriya.
Thank you.
The one thing that I would say that if anything has not convinced you so far that, or you're in two minds whether you should or you should not, do be aware of the fact that this play has been scheduled to go on stage for almost now. I mean, it was ideally supposed to go in August, then went on to September. So it has survived lockdown. It has survived ample amount of cast changes and ample amount of script updation. And even if that's not enough, on the day when you come to watch the play, you will find not just this one 10-minute play, but you'll have 7 other plays to watch as well. So in the ticket of 1, you actually get to watch 8 10-minute plays where you will be having 8 different stories that you will see. It's happening in Tom Mann Theatre, which is on Chalmers Street, diagonally opposite to the Central Station when you get out on the Elizabeth Street, Chalmers Street side. So it's hardly a stone throw from the Central Station. We are performing, the opening is on Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Friday is our second show again, 7:30 p.m. And on Saturday, boy, oh boy, my cast is a champion. They are willing to do 3 shows in one day, which is at 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. And 8 p.m. essentially is going to be the finale and the closing night. So the tickets are on State Center app, and I'll be more than happy to share the link with all your audiences. So if they can come in, if not anything for else, it would be a huge support and a huge encouragement to all artists who spend their time, their blood, the sacrifice from the family, all coming together to tell a story which we feel should be out there. And yeah, thank you already if you have made up your mind to come in, and I do urge you to come as soon as you can, because we would love to get that encouragement from you.
Just adding on Taufeeq said, yes, you will get to see 8 plays, but clearly our play is the best. So keep that in mind when you come in, and let us know how wonderful we are, because we are wonderful, and you will see the hard work we put in, and it'll be fun. We guarantee you a lot of fun. That's basically it.
So many thanks, gentlemen, for your time. And just for my audience's information, please communicate back to us via info@Suniyetau, and by Taufeeq, we will share the link in the write-up for this particular episode, which we may have to convert into 2. But anyway, it doesn't really matter in terms of the message, because we need to convey the full message. Well, we hope to see people from our audience, especially of Suniyetau, to encourage this very exciting team that is doing totally a different amount of work and different kind of work to what has been going on up till now, because Nisar bhai is a witness to that we did Lahore, Jis Lahore Nahi Dekhiya, which is a big play, and then we did a short one, and they were mostly they were all Indian culture based. But this is something which is combining the contemporary scenario, and this is the need of the hour. So I would request all my viewers and listeners to actually encourage this team and come and attend, hopefully at least once, and hopefully more than once if one can. And I'll talk to you guys just now to finalize my other interviews as we can at the spot, so that we can talk to other folks that are involved in this play. So thank you once again. You may wish to one by one like to say bye to our audience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks once again. And thank you for everyone for listening and the support. It means a lot. I know it's been a pandemic year, especially for us artists. We've been waiting all year to get something out, and it's been frustrating. I will not lie that there were moments where I felt like I would not achieve anything this year. So fact that this is going out and it's going live, it's going on the floors. Thanks to a wonderful team and Nisar Bhai and the rest of the cast, Taufeeq for believing in me. And despite the script I gave him, he could have just torn it up and said, "This is too hard. I'm not doing it." He did not do that, so he took it up as a challenge. So thank you to him, and I wish everyone who comes in has a good time and enjoys. And then even if you just basically see it's basically coming together of the arts again and seeing the arts come alive once again.
Bye, Nisar, your parting words.
Yeah, thank you, Kim Bhai, for having us and all your viewers for listening to us. Do come, you'll have a good time. That's I
Thanks.
can guarantee. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you. Bye, Taufeeq, your parting words.
Firstly, thank you, Iqtedar Bhai, once again for inviting us onto your
Very
platform.
welcome.
Thank you for and thank you to your audience that they've been patiently listening to us, and more so, through your medium, I'd like to once again thank my entire cast and crew, and of course Virat, for trusting me with their talents and.
You're welcome.
That was very timely, Nisar Bhai. That was perfectly timed.
See, you get to see the brilliance of the actor right there. he sees the
He's
moment.
already on the upper story.
So yes, it's two parties, one story. Please come in and choose a party. Three's a crowd. So come and cheer in crowd so that we can all celebrate theater together and the love for the art that we all share.
Thank you.
The three of you. And we wish all our audience all the best, and hopefully they will join us at the theater starting from Tuesday up to Saturday. Thank you. Bye-bye. All the best.
Thank you.